Hello, 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 my beautiful people. It's me, Coach Lee, coming at you with your Movement Monday. Let's get it started. Hey, let's get it moving. Hey. All right. So, those that are new to my channel, I am Coach Lee, the world's #1 self-love master trainer that uses an holistic approach. All right, so let's dive in. Oh my gosh. When I tell you today, I just felt so loved. I just was like loving all on me. It just was a different type of love though. Because I love on me every day. Every day. And I will hope you all do the same. And with this type of love, it just was like I felt the love energy coming to me as well. And I'm believing, since I am giving myself so much love, so much joy, and loving on me so much, that now I'm receiving so much love in return, and it just feels amazing. So I just hope you all out there are utilizing your self-love, practicing your self-love, stepping into your self-love, self-care, and doing the things that works for you. So let's dive in with today's topic, and it's going to be the next couple weeks. I'm going to be talking about language of love. Yeah, it's called your 5 love language, but I like to say your language of love. And I say your language of love because we all have a top 2 to 3 languages of love that we require or expect someone else to give us. I don't like using the word expect because it's no expectations here. It's a requirement on my end, and eventually I hope you all get to the space where you're requiring this, right? All right. So for the first one, I want to say, I have my notes, so you will see me looking down, and I know what they are, but it's just certain topics, certain pinpoints that I wrote, and so I could keep on track, because I know I will go on and on and on, and I don't want to go on and on. So basically, what is love languages? What are they? There are 5 love languages, and with that, it describes 5 ways that people receive and express love in a relationship or for themselves. Also, there are different ways that we view it, different ways that we receive it, different ways that we require it, want it, and all of that above. So when you know your love language, it's really highly important. The most also important is, do you know your partner's love language? Because a lot of times we use our love language and project it onto our partner's love language. And that is not how you're supposed to do it. So when you really truly know your language and know what you're requiring at that given space and moment, because it also changes. When I say it changes, different phases and different levels that you're in, your love language is going to switch, swap, and change. So for example, if you're requiring quality time at this space and moment and you constantly receive it, it's going to switch when you feel fulfilled in that. It's going to switch when you're doing the things that you don't need to say, I got enough quality time, I'm good on that part. I need words of affirmation now. So that's why I said it switches up. It's really depends on where you at, what you're requiring, what's going on in your environment, in your mind, body, and soul. What do your needs are at that space? So it's important to know what is your partner's as well as yours. So when you know your partner's love language and letting them know yours is a way to help you both love and appreciate each other. It helps the relationship be able to be more solid. First and foremost, to build a solid foundation for a relationship is communication. You have to know how to communicate with each other. That is so important when it comes to healthy relationships, is knowing how to communicate. Because when you know how to communicate, now you're knowing how to express your boundaries, you're knowing how to express your love language, you're knowing how to receive theirs, you're knowing how to give it back to them. They're knowing how to receive yours, and they know how to give it back to you. So that is so important, to make sure you have that communication as that foundation in your relationship. So the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. So I want you to comment down below and let me know, where are you at this given space and moment? What is your #1 language of love? What is the #1 language of love that you're requiring at this moment? Which one is it? And the one I'm going to talk about today is words of affirmation. Y'all know I'm always saying words of affirmation. I'm always speaking life into myself. I'm always speaking words of encouragement to me. So it's okay if my partner, not okay. I love it when my partner does that. At the same time, right now, in this moment, that's not real big to me because I already filled myself up, filled my cup up with words of affirmation because I say it every single day. So my partner providing those words of affirmation to me is an extra bonus to me. I look at that as a bonus gift. You know, it's just an overspill or overflow of him giving it back to me, and it just feels extra good. So with words of affirmation, it's about expressing affection. I love you. I care for you. I'm proud of you. It's really telling someone the affection that you feel for them. And because you always can tell yourself, I am gorgeous. I am enough. I am worthy. And when someone else tells you, I appreciate you, you really are amazing. That makes you feel like, oh, I already know that, but thank you. You don't got to say I already know that. Don't be cocky. Even though you should already know it. It's just like, oh, thank you. I appreciate you telling me that. So when someone's primary love language is words of affirmation, they enjoy kind words and encouragement all the time. It's like it's a need for them because they enjoy it. It's like, you didn't tell me I love you today. Why you didn't tell me I love you? They want to hear those words all the time because it's uplifting to them. And when you provide them like little love notes, little quotes, sending it to them. And a lot of times, I know I can confess to this. In the past, I was projecting my love language, especially words of affirmation, on my partner. So if I wanted to be receiving quotes and little love notes and uplifting words, I was doing it to him, and that's not what he was requiring because that's not where he was at in that space for that to be his top. So I was projecting mine on him. So we have a tendency sometimes to do that when we are not really sure on how to really maneuver and do that. So I have a course that's all about love languages and how you can manifest love languages for someone to provide you without you requiring it, without you asking. It just automatically happens. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit in a minute. So with your words of affirmation, it's like you like really getting cute text messages. Oh, he liked me. She loves me. Look at this. This is cute. They sent me this. They sent me that. It's like it really uplifts you and gives you joy when you should already have happiness and joy within yourself, honey. But it's okay because that's just supposed to be the extra bonus. Like I said, it's just the overflow and the extraness that just make you feel so good. It's like, yes. Yes, I already know this, but thank you. You know, it's one of those. And basically when you receive those from someone, you know, it makes the person's day feel it just uplifts them for the day. It just makes them feel like, oh my gosh, I am loved. Because I know I love me, but I am really loved by others. And it's pointing out that they are appreciated and they are noticed. So that is the words of affirmation. And when it comes to words of affirmation, make sure you are pouring into yourself and telling yourself the things that you're requiring others to tell you. I am enough, and show yourself that you're enough. So I challenge you, and I'm going to do a challenge after every affirmation, after every language of love. I challenge you to pour your affirmations, your words of affirmations into yourself. Comment down below, like, tell me, what is your go-to words of affirmation? What do you say to you for your words of affirmation to uplift you and keep you moving forward and keep you going? And also remember that your top love language may not be your partner's top love language, may not be your spouse's top love language. So a lot of times we really are projecting that on our spouse, and that's not fair to them. That's just like if they're projecting it onto you. If your top love language is not words of affirmation and they're constantly telling you stuff, it's going to bother you. It's going to irritate you. It's going to be like, oh my gosh, thank you. I heard you. Oh, all right, all right. And then you're going to feel irritated. You're not going to feel like that is something that's uplifting you and encouraging you. So just think of it as, if their top love language is not words of affirmation and mine is, why am I projecting it onto them? If they were doing that to me, how would that make me feel? And I'm going to close out with that. So thank you all for listening. Make sure you remember to comment down what is your top love language at this given moment in space. Also, remember to subscribe. I'm going to be talking about all of the different love languages and going a little bit deeper into each and every one for the next couple videos. All right, so much. Thank you so much. And as always, have peace in your mind, love in your heart, happiness in your soul. Namaste. Till next time, my beautiful people. Thank you.